Welcome everyone to Photo 101, and in this episode we're going to talk about ISO. Now ISO is just another factor in getting the perfect exposure, and we'll talk about exposure in a future episode. But right now we're going to talk about ISO since this is just another basis of the photography of getting exposure you want. Now you also hear, depending on who you're talking to, you also hear about ASA. That's basically the same thing as ISO. ASA, it was referred to as American Standard Speed Number. So it's basically the exposure number index. That's what it was back then. Right now, you just call it ISO. Now, what ISO is the level of sensitivity on your camera to available light is. Now, these goes back into the film days, and if you have a slow ISO, it means you had to have more light. If you have a higher ISO, it means you need less light. Now, some cameras or some can go up to 50, some can go up to like 32,000. But in the film days, you usually could find 100. Usually, let me backtrack. Usually in film days, you can find 50 up to maybe 400. You can get to 1600 with film. It starts getting grainy by this. But with digital cameras, you don't have to worry much about 1600. 1600, if you're dealing with a low-end consumer camera, then I would say stay away from 1600 and stay around the 400 range to this 100 range. But definitely with the new technology, you can definitely go up to 32,000 ISO easily on some DSLRs. Now, some cameras, I know Nikon, they used to have a native ISO at 200, and Canon is usually native ISO at 100. Now, what that mean is for DSLR talk is that's as low as your camera can go through ISO. Basically, the lower ISO you need more light, and also you'll get less grain. In the higher ISO you need less light, but you also get more grain. Still, with the higher ISO you'll get higher color abnormations, and it would start breaking apart, meaning you'll start like seeing like blue dots or green dots. The colors won't be matching and it looks bad. So you would normally want to stay to the range of the 100, 200, 400 ranges, but if you have to, if you're in a dark environment like you're shooting a concert, you'll definitely have to go up to like 1600 and 3200. That's just, you have to do it. And cameras these days can actually do that very well. So like I said, this is the light sensitivity, and we'll get into more of that when we talk about exposure. So that's just the basic of what ISO is. It's just how sensitive the sensor is to the amount of available light. The lower the number, the more light you need. The higher number, the less light you need. So that was the basis of camera ISO or ASA, depending on who you want to say it. Basically the same thing. So I hope this has helped explain it a little bit better for you guys. And like I said, we'll talk about exposure, and this will come more into exposure in a future episode. If you guys have any questions or comments, please comment down below. I love hearing everything you guys say, and if you guys have asked enough questions, I might make a video about answering the questions in a different time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button down below. Also, you can follow me on my Twitter or Instagram page where I post everything there. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.